show you. Do I have Twitch up on this? No, I don't. Okay, cool. All right, so you should just if you click on my channel, a little thing should pop up that just says, "Do you want to collaborate?" Knock. Um,
Are you live yet?
yes.
Hang on, I don't see you. Let me refresh. Oh, here you go. Hang on. Start watching. Is it asked to join the stream?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm.
And then it will pop up for me, and I'll just accept. Okay, there it is. I see it, Faith, coming through.
Oh, it wants me to be in.
I'm not
I always
streaming, so
use.
you don't have to wait on me.
I always use a different browser when I'm live, just so that I don't dox myself by accident.
Did it work?
And it's saying Microsoft Edge is not gonna work. So
Yeah, I think Chrome is the one
yeah.
that works for it.
I'm gonna do it in Firefox and see if that works.
Yeah, that should be fine.
This, okay. Uh, um, Mute. Did you accept it already?
It didn't work, so go ahead and
Okay.
send it again if you can.
Oh, I'm not logged in on. Hang on. I gotta. Oh gosh, this is gonna take forever. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do it in Chrome.
Yeah, Chrome is good.
I just don't want to dox myself because I have I'm signed into everything on Chrome.
Mm.
So that's the only reason why I use a different browser for this, but I think I should be. If I do it on my other screen, I think I should be okay. It's okay. TikTok is muted, or Twitch is muted. Let's try it again.
There we go. I see it. All right, there we go. It popped up now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. You should be sharing
Mary, I don't know
chat
if you're
now.
still here, but we will be co-streaming, so you can go. Sasha is Wonderful Wicked, or are you?
Yeah,
Are
on
you one?
TikTok it's Wonderful
Yeah,
Wicked.
yeah, okay,
Yeah, that's me.
yeah. Just Mary's from TikTok too, so I was like, if y'all are following each other or if you've seen each other in the D&D or not the D&D, the Dragon Age group of
I'm
people,
trying to
Sasha is. Mhm.
I'm
Go
trying
ahead.
to start streaming on TikTok. My mom talked me into it,
Oh yeah, is
but
your mama
It's really
she likes
good.
TikTok? Is she the
it,
one posting your
yes,
videos or are you doing that?
I post my videos,
Oh, okay.
but my mom is the one that like comments on them and laughs on them and stuff. But
Her and
It's
me.
really if
I don't
you.
have enough followers yet, so
Oh, how many do you need? I think it's
50.
like only 1,000 or something. Oh, you need 50. Okay, okay.
I
Am
think
I
you need
following you? I'll
1,000
follow
for the
you.
shop, and then I think you need 50 for the live stream. Is what you need.
Am I following you on
I don't
there?
remember.
What's your TikTok?
The nerdy cowgirl.
Ready, cowgirl? I'll follow you.
Yeah, I like
Let's get you to
literally just
50.
started it, so
50 is doable. You'll be there in no time.
hopefully.
Nerdy,
Yeah.
nerdy cowgirl.
8-Bit's popular on TikTok.
It
He had like 1 million fucking watchers the other night.
Oh, nice.
Man,
nerdy.
hey, TikTok love Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
They
yes, they
do.
do.
That's
They
crazy.
do.
Hey, Isaac.
I need to get back to. I just followed you.
Oh, thank
30.
you.
Oh yeah,
I
you'll be at
appreciate
50
that.
in no time.
Isaac's
No
here.
worries. Oh, and here. Oh, this is all your streaming stuff. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'm so hot.
I figured
It takes some time.
maybe I'll put more. I don't know what to put on there. I've got a
Mhm.
YouTube too. I just put what I've got on YouTube to TikTok too. I don't know. Am I
Yeah.
supposed to put
I
different
mean,
stuff? Am I supposed to put the same stuff?
no, I mean, I think since you're kind of the gaming, but you're also got this nerdy cowgirl persona, it's like best of both worlds. I feel like if you
Yeah.
ever just took your phone out while you're like piling up hay or doing
Oh
whatever you do around
yeah,
the
with
farm,
your
people
horse
love that kind of
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, with your horse
Yeah.
stuff.
You wouldn't even just short, like a short 10-second clip of you, like, doing some stuff out in the farm. I feel like people would love that stuff.
They
See,
would.
that's my thing is I don't know. I don't
You should
know.
introduce your horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, people love horses. If your horse
Yeah.
has like a funny personality, there was like a whole trend where people would post their horses being like, like a horse is staring off into nowhere, and it would be like horse of sadness and despair or whatever. And so I feel
Yeah.
like there's
My,
people on
my
there
horse
who
is a
who like it.
little bit of a bitch, but
Oh, there you go.
She's sassy.
There you go.
She's like
Listen,
she's like Marissa. It's fine.
I'd like a video about a bitchy horse. I'm fine with that. So
I always say she's HBIC, like just
I stand
I
I
love
stand an
that.
unlikable protagonist. I do. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, you know what? Yes, absolutely. What happened to my TikTok chat?
Oh no, did it
I
go
don't think it's.
away?
I just like I have too many things open right now. Um, so
Oh yeah,
everything
Isaac
gets.
says he watches some farm talkers. If you are like in a barn, I will automatically follow you on TikTok.
Hey, there. Yes, there,
I
and that's what
love
I'm saying. So
farm
if you're trying to
animals.
get a few more followers so that you can get to the TikTok live, I feel like, and that's how you find mutuals too, right? Because I posted my first ever post on TikTok was a uh preparing for Veilguard, Dragon Age, my Inquisitor. So I just took screenshots of my Inquisitor, put them in a slideshow, and posted it. And it did okay. It got a couple hundred views, but a lot of people liked it. And then off of that, I got some followers. So I was like, oh, great. So then that's when I started being mutuals with people. Commenting on people's stuff is another good way because, like, if people will like your comment, they might visit your profile. Being live is also good, especially if you're playing something popular. Like Cramiel plays Baldur's Gate, so I feel like if you did something like that on TikTok Live,
yeah.
my usual strategy, like today, I didn't do it because I was just I wasn't even sure if my live was going to work. But my usual thing that I like to do is I'll have my sister go on, like, get in my live and watch my live and stuff like that. One, to kind of moderate, but two, to also tell me if everything's working properly. And then sometimes when you have at least one viewer, people will actually stop by and see what's going on in your live. It's a little bit easier. So there's things like that, but I feel like you've done the Twitch thing, so you can do the TikTok thing. It's the same thing.
The only thing about it is like with my YouTube, I would do like I had a booktube. I started with booktube and was like doing mostly book content, and then I randomly did like a different thing. Like I think I talked about like a movie or TV show or something, and then it just completely jacked up my algorithm, and I stopped getting as many views as I was getting, and it tanked. And then I kind of never got it back. Like I kind of had a momentum going, and then I did something out of my niche or whatever, and it killed my algorithm.
Aww.
So that's what kind of makes me
on
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
On YouTube. Oh.
That's
I don't know much about YouTube. I feel like being random on TikTok is much more forgiven.
Really?
So there's nothing. I don't know if this is the way that it officially works, but people on TikTok usually talk about a score that your page gets for how much engagement you get. So if you post out of your niche, it might show it to different people, but if your whole page gets a lot of views typically, then it'll show it to more people. You know what I mean? So it's like every video has the potential to go viral, but it's easier to go viral if you have a lot of followers, or not a lot of followers, if you have a lot of engagement on your posts usually. So if you're someone who usually gets thousands of likes on your posts, then you'll go viral more often than someone who gets 20 likes on their posts or something like that. So you always have that potential. And so that's why I feel like it's a little bit more, because sometimes one of my most viewed videos on my page is like I mostly post about games. So one time I randomly talked about Megan Thee Stallion, and that video went completely crazy for no reason whatsoever.
Right.
Another time I made a video informing people about like this like there's basically like a like it's kind of hard to explain, but anyway, it was completely unrelated to my normal content, and it was also a longer video, but people stuck around and watched it, and so because of that, it went crazy for no reason whatsoever. So I feel like if you TikTok is the place to explore, post about random stuff, find your niche, and post outside of your niche too. And you can
Right.
always create another TikTok page. Like if you notice that you're getting less engagement from your followers, because you're posting out of your niche, then you may want to, you can like add, you can like move your content to another page. Is that your husband?
Yeah, it was. He snuck in the background. Normally he doesn't like being on camera, so.
Aw.
Hey, husband, what's going on?
They said hi. They said, hey, what's going on?
All right, y'all. Are we ready to get started?
I think we're ready to rock and roll.
Rabbit's here! Woo! All right, y'all. Awesome. So let's start as usual with just a small intro. So my name is Sasha. I am a TTRPG streamer on Twitch. Um, right now I play Baldur's Gate 3 with my sister Marley. I play Avowed is what I'm playing right now. Also Expedition 33, and basically I'm really into roleplay, and I cry on stream all the time. So that's what I do. Um, anyone else? If y'all would just kind of want to do a little intro, go ahead and take it away.
Sure, I'll go. I'm Faith, Waver the Good on all platforms. I like talking about video games on TikTok, and I do edits and post memes and post mostly about Dragon Age, Mass Effect. I talk a little bit about Baldur's Gate 3. I've been talking about Horizon Zero Dawn recently. I've been talking about South of Midnight for the last several months. So if those are the kinds of games that you're into, like, action adventure or RPG type games, that's the kind of stuff that I particularly like. And I used to stream. I streamed a little bit when South of Midnight came out. I'm trying to get back into it. So this stream is mostly to like test my setup and stuff, but you're welcome to stick around. We're also on Twitch, so if you want to see the full layout and my character sheet and everything, then you can see on Twitch. Yeah, I don't know. I'm nerdy. I like games, and D&D is fun. I've been playing D&D for years. But this is my first time playing with this group. We played one session before, so I'm excited to see where this little one shot takes us. Or I guess a short campaign.
Mini campaign, yeah.
I guess I'll go next. Hello, my name is, or I guess I should say howdy. My name's Morgan, the nerdy cowgirl, and that's kind of how I start everything, is with that little catchphrase. But I am the nerdy cowgirl everywhere. I've got YouTube. I just started TikTok, like I was just saying, and then of course Twitch. I am the nerdy cowgirl games, and also on YouTube. I've got 2 YouTubes. I've got one book talk where I'm the nerdy cowgirl, and my gaming is Nerdy Cowgirl Games. This is my first D&D campaign. I've never played any kind of D&D or tabletop or anything like that. I do love RPGs. Skyrim holds a special place in my heart. I just finished Witcher, the main quest line of Witcher 3. I've still got to finish Blood and Wine, but just finished Witcher 3, and once I finish Blood and Wine, I'll be starting Dragon Age. And I'm also playing Mass Effect at the same time. I am now on Mass Effect 3, probably towards the very beginning of Mass Effect 3. And then after that, I will be playing, I think I'm going to give Andromeda a try. And then I don't know what I'm going to play after that. But yeah, I'm a nerdy girl too.
Hello, I'm Gretchen Gertrude. This is my first session. I've never played, but my grandson told me great things.
Is that your grandma voice?
I love all of you. Yes, yes. I make a great pecan sandy.
What's going on? I am 8-Bit of Fun, your resident bum. Just here for the vibes, in goodwill, and I stream on things. It's usually 8-Bit of for me. Yeah, 8-Bit of Fun on everything. I keep it simple. And 8bitofun.tv is the website where you could just go and find me easier if that's a thing. You know, long live praise the absolute, guys. We're here for it.
Not the absolute. You got a worm up there? What's going on, 8-Bit?
Hey, we got tadpoles on this side of the street.
Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna be careful.
Yes, we love the absolute. His power is almighty.
Her power. Hey, listen,
she,
you're not a true follower
she,
of
her
the
pronouns,
absolute.
okay? Oh, you just
We have a fraud in our midst.
His
Talk about
told
him.
on himself.
His power.
Not my absolute. Hashtag not my absolute.
Hey, your canon is different from mine.
Make the absolute a girl again.
Exactly.
May Merkel's praise be upon everyone.
Well, I guess I'm last. I am Marley. My Twitch is Ripley Sage. Yeah, I play Baldur's Gate and Divinity with Sasha. And right now on my own, I'm playing. I'm going through the Resident Evil games for the first time, and we're in Dragon Age. We're in Dragon Age Inquisition right now, so it should be fun.
I bought 5 today.
Yeah, Sasha will be joining me for 5 and 6.
And 6!
Nice. 6 is co-play as well.
I'm so scared. It's gonna be horrible.
5 is 5. I see you enjoying 5.
Shiva is my wife, okay? I love that woman so much. All
Is
right.
this Resident Evil?
Yeah, Resident
Yeah.
Evil.
I've never played Resident Evil, but I know who Shiva is, and I don't blame you. Listen.
So
I need to play. That's not true. I have played one Resident Evil. Oh, I played 1.5 Resident Evil game. I've never played most of the games that people talk about, but
Yeah,
Me
neither
neither.
have I, but I've watched people play them, so I'm playing them for the first time, which is fun.
you know, I haven't played them, but I'm about to. If they meet my standards, I'll give it a try.
okay.
All right, y'all.
Albert Wesker.
So let's go ahead and do our recap from last time. We arrived successfully at the town of Wraithwin. Our little band of intrepid heroes encountered Huntress Skyfire and her tribe en route to the town of Wraithwin. We also had a small chat with a drow who was our first NPC that we talked to upon arriving in Wraithwind officially. She welcomed us in and told us that we should go to the Waning Moon Inn and Tavern to meet a certain somebody. If anyone else wants to add to that, anything you remember or that stood out to you or that you recall, we are here on a mission to... Oh, lightning. Sorry. We are here on a mission to rescue Sky Lantern, who was a character in our previous leg of this campaign. So, if anyone has anything else to
Oh.
add.
Two things.
Yes.
Cramuel adopted a direwolf pup.
Yep.
Oh.
Can I also give
And named her
Cramuel
Karlak?
inspiration- And named her Karlak. Can I
Yeah.
also give Cramuel inspiration for winning the duel?
Of
Because
course.
that I'm sure that pup would inspire us.
Of course. So, the way inspiration works when you award it in game is Cramuel, you now have a D6 that you can just put to the side. What I tell my players to do is to take a physical D6 and set it somewhere in front of you so that you remember that you have it. Unlike a regular bardic inspiration that only lasts 10 minutes, this is something that you can save. You can stack up to 3 of these and use them for any roll, whether that is an ability check, a saving throw, an attack, anything at all. If you want to add your inspiration to that roll, you can. You can only stack up to 3, so I encourage you to, use them as you accumulate them, so that you can receive more. But yes, very nice. Thank you so much, Shayna. So, Cramuel, you have an inspiration. Stealth checks. All right.
Thank you.
Yes, we
You're
Karlak.
welcome.
Anything else, y'all? Okay.
No.
All right.
I don't remember if
Remember anything
anything
else
else
from there.
big happened.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. No
Yeah.
problem.
We met Mo, and we were heading to either the tavern.
I was supposed to go talk to House and dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the bad guy.
Yeah.
At the brewery, I think.
Yep, the
Tavern.
waning.
We already encountered Lae'zel and just Lae'zel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her girlfriend.
Okay. And her girlfriend. Yeah. With the Wolf
Catherine.
Riders.
All right, y'all. So the town of Rythwin has this distinct look of being in a state of recovery. A lot of buildings are under construction. You might see like a stone portion and then like a wood portion that's being constructed on maybe the back half or an upper floor. There are people about as you kind of cross through the town, making your way towards the waning moon. Children are underfoot, men and women, all types of races. It's a very diverse place. You do see a couple of flaming fist wearing the emblems of their mercenary order crossing through the town. Hard to tell whether they're here for leisure or if they're working, but with the fist, it's hard to tell anyway, no matter where they are. As you approach the inn, going up a ramp, there's a set of oaken double doors that are obviously brand new. And as those open up before you, you are brought into this round opening chamber. This is a 2-story building. The center has a tower, recently constructed, very narrow spiral staircase in the very center that goes up to the second floor. And surrounding this tower is a wooden bar, circular bar all around this in the center of this room. There are a few patrons. You see a man and a woman. The man is elven, the woman is human, sitting at a couple tables. There are some serving women, men and women, moving about, wiping things down, moving casks, rearranging bottles, things like that. Seated at the bar is a large person, shoulder length brown hair, seems to be bent over something that he's closely examining. His back is to you as the group of you makes your way into this. You are approached by who you assume is to be the innkeeper. A very slight halfling woman with her hair in intricate braids piled up on top of her head. She's got a spotless white apron, that a washcloth that she wrings her hands with, and as you enter, she approaches you. Hello, welcome to the Waning Moon. Are you looking for rooms, or are you just looking to partake in a meal, a drink? What can I do you for?
Shayna is kind of a little bit out of her element in a bar like this. So she's just like, when the lady comes up, she kind of feels like, you know how like when a waiter comes up to you and is like asking you if you're ready to order and you haven't even had a chance to look at the menu. It's kind of like that kind of scenario. She's like, I don't know, like what do people, what do they usually, does anybody,
Are we at the top of the tower?
No, so you guys are on the first floor. The tower
Okay.
is in the center of the room and spirals up to the second story. So you can see this
Okay.
like narrow staircase in the middle. But you
Okay.
guys are on the first floor. You went up a small ramp and you're on the first floor of this inn and tavern, this bar and inn,
Okay.
tavern inn, some, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say I would Seeker would probably be very upset or very frustrated with getting up all those stairs as a half horse.
Okay. Are you looking around for maybe an alternative staircase or access to the second story?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. $15.
Okay, so with a 15, just you're very perceptive as you take in the environment around you. Um, you really get the sense that this is a place that has seen a lot. The floor is very worn. Your hooves kind of stick as you walk through this establishment. There are scar marks on the walls and what looks like recently removed growths from some kind of plants or trees that seem to have spidered up the walls. Those have all been removed, and you can see that there's a lot of new building work here. Like there's new bricks, like new wood. There's kind of a scent of like woodwork, sawdust, wood chips in this space. You do see what looks to be a ramp off to the side that would take you up to the second story where you can assume there are rooms that are available for rent. It is in the back, but you do see a ramp that is an alternative because the stair, that's how people access the second story, because the tower is in the very middle of this bar, so it's entirely enclosed by this circular bar in the middle of the room. So that seems to be what the staff use to go up and down to retrieve items that they would need to replenish the bar, to restock things. If they need to run up to a storeroom really quick, that's what they would use to access that. But there is a ramp that would allow people like you who are of the 4-footed variety and also other patrons to get to the second floor.
Okay.
Hello, madam. What are the specials?
Oh, well, if you'd like to take a seat at the bar, Manny will give you the full menu. It's been updated for our summer hours, you see.
Ah, the summer hours. And what are these new hours you speak of?
Well, as the light goes longer, we're open for more hours. We've had more travelers coming through here, so I've been able to bump up the staff and put more hours on the books, be open a little longer. It's very recent that we've been able to have any hours at all, so things are on the up and up for our establishment. But if you head over to the bar, Manny will put a menu in front of you. You can't go wrong with any of our items, but there's an entire list there, lots of variety. I'm sure you'll find something that works for you.
Ah, yes.
Uh,
To Manny.
wait. Have you seen a bear? We're supposed to be looking for a bear.
She kind of blinks at you.
There's apparently a bear around here that we're on the lookout for. I don't know why we're on the lookout for a fucking bear, but it's a bear. Bears eat
Well,
people, but it's
kind of a
fine.
bear. A bear. Maybe it might be a
Man.
man. A man who can turn into a bear. a druid.
Oh, I was about to point you in another direction. There's another bar that caters to that clientele specifically. If you were looking for something of that variety, but totally understand, no problem at all. Yeah, you're looking for Mr. Howson, who's just seated over there. He's in the middle of something very focused on reading a scrap of parchment or some such that he encountered in the woods. So, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind helping you out. What is it you need from him?
I don't know.
Don't
I-
mind her.
Just need to speak to
Don't-
him for
don't-
a second.
Don't mind her. She drinks a lot.
we're looking.
Rude!
You're my favorite type of person. Welcome on in. Maddie! She turns around and calls to the bartender who nods and motions y'all over. As she hollers, Halson looks up from whatever it is that he's studying, like in front of him, and As he looks back over his shoulder, you see that he's got these red tattoos on his face. A rugged, older elf, but his face breaks into a very warm smile that starts small and creeps up slowly along the lower half of his face, and it just brightens up everything about him. His posture changes. He turns to the side, and it is just a very welcoming, warm aura. You do see also some claw marks that start at the right side of his face and kind of cross down um, over and below his chin there. So very intense looking guy, but seems sweet.
He must be a friend of mine.
Shayna is done being nervous and remembers that we're trying to look for an entrance to the Shadowfell, I believe. And I think that's why we need Halsin.
Yes.
So Shayna, all 3 feet of her will like is he approaching us?
No, he's still seated at the bar. He just kind of there's some, as he turns to face y'all, you see that there is something behind him. A very tattered tome, very rugged looking book is open on the bar behind him. He was leaning over it and trying to read something that was on there. He was very focused on it. But as he turns and kind of like rests his elbow on the bar behind him, you see that he opens his posture very welcoming, but he doesn't get up from his seat.
Shayna will like walk over. She's a ranger, so she's very light-footed, as she's a halfling and a ranger, so she's extremely light-footed. Can I roll, or what would the roll be if I wanted to try to approach and kind of like see if I can see what he's reading without like alerting him yet?
Yeah, so go ahead and make for me a sleight of hand check because you are trying
Okay.
to see what he's reading without him perceiving it, correct?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, sleight of hand. I have a good it's a 10 plus 6. So 16.
All right. So while the book is open, you cannot see the cover, but the pages seem to be very thin. This is a large, intense tome. The pages seem to be very thin and worn. The edges look like they've been burned a bit, and the writing, you are able to make this out very clearly, is not written in any kind of regular script. It looks like a combination of numerals, of symbols, of letters, some kind of jargon that really doesn't make any sense to you.
Okay. I will at this point, I guess I'm probably somewhere nearby. So
Yeah.
it's not okay, yeah. I guess I'm somewhere nearby, so I will now kind of speak up, and I try to stand tall, but I'm 3 feet tall, so it's not that tall. And then I'll say, excuse me, Druid Halsin. Uh, we traveled a long way to try and find you.
I'm flattered. And he kind of turns to face you directly and stands. And as he stands up, like he just kind of keeps rising. This is a tall, tall elf. And little Shayna, I can just imagine you starting off like he's like the bar stools are kind of low. So like he's not that much bigger than you seated. But as he stands, it's like it just keeps going.
Oh no, literally, Shayna will like take a step back and be like, "Jeez, I met a dragonborn that was this big once, but man, you're tall."
I know.
So Shayna will like kind of smooth her hands on her armor and then say, "Yes, so we traveled a long way to find you. Me and my companions," I gesture at everybody else. I say, we understand that you are very familiar with the Shadowfell in these lands, and we have need of an expert.
Happy to be of service.
Well, oh,
Go ahead, Morgan.
while she's standing there talking to Halston, can I try to look at the book? Because I've got the Rune Keeper, so I can
Yeah, so can you tell us
read
what
it.
Eyes of the Runekeeper does?
It is can read any. Where to go? Um, can read all writing.
Awesome. Yeah, so go ahead and make for me. I would say you could do this with advantage, because Shayna is currently in conversation with Halson. So what that means
Okay.
is you'll take your d20, or if you're using the digital dice, you'll roll the d20 twice, take the higher
Okay.
number. Go ahead and add for me either your stealth or your sleight of hand, whatever is higher for you.
Okay. Sleight of hand is higher. So is that is? I'll just click sleight of hand.
Yeah, so you can roll a d20. So you can click it
Okay.
twice and then just pick the higher number.
Oh, if you're in D&D Beyond, yeah, just click it twice.
Okay. The highest was 9.
Okay.
Oh
So
Didn't
no.
do very good.
with a 9, you see that so Shayna, as you're speaking to Halson, Seeker, what does it look like as you're trying to subtly look at this book from around Halson? With a 9, what do you think that looks like?
I think that I'm kind of standing behind Jada, and she, I just kind of walk around, act like I'm trying to fit my large horse body in, find a more comfortable position to stand in this bar, and as I do, I just kind of, shimmy a little higher, look kind of around him.
Love it. So as you do that, you see Halson turns from his conversation with you, Shayna, and just looks over to Seeker. I imagine Seeker, you're like, like, as you're just adjusting
Just get
yourself
it.
and trying to read the book. You see him kind of like chuckle, and he sees that you're doing this, and he says, "Are you a fan of obscure literature?"
Now that you say something, I actually love to read.
Well, I know your friend said that you've traveled a long way to ask me for assistance, but perhaps you're the ones who will be able to assist me. Come, let me show you. And he gestures over to you to take a closer look at this book that he's reading. He flips it over, and you see that there's a very worn, dark cover. It looks like the name has been scratched into it with like a knife blade. Like it's not very professional or anything. The title of this book is In Search of the Night Song.
Ooh.
So the title is in common, but as he flips the book open and the pages kind of flop open there on top of the bar, and he turns them. These are like they're very thin. They're like dark and almost ashy. There's like large bits of dust too that are like coming off as he turns the pages to the one that he was looking at, and you see that the script is not in common. It's not in any kind of written language. It looks like it is some type of cipher. But with your eyes of the Runekeeper, as you focus on the writings here, they change from just a jumbled mess of numbers and symbols and letters into into words that you can read. They kind of sift before your eyes, and you hear in your ear the kind of low, throaty chuckle of your patron as you blink and you are able to read exactly what's written in this tome. Oop, what did I just knock over?
That's such a cool skill.
Yeah, Seeker's a little bit of a scholar, and
Ah.
so I really liked that. Thought that would be very helpful for her to be able to read
Oh yeah.
really well, magically well, I guess.
Magically well, yeah.
So, as the words form in front of your eyes, the words you see written there in the book, it says, "You enter a room that has 7 goblets and a font filled with wine. Standing, oh no, sorry, that's the description. So, you see written there is, where is it? Oh, I am not a hand, but I can reach out and strike you. I have 5 fingers, but I cannot touch anything until you allow me to."
I am not a hand, but I can reach out and touch you or strike you.
So it says, sorry, "I'm not a hand, but I can reach out and strike you. I have 5 fingers,
me.
but I cannot touch anything until you allow me to."
Does Seeker say this out loud?
Oh,
do you-
true.
What do you
That's
see?
true, yeah.
Halson asks you as the words form before your eyes.
I see a riddle.
Ugh, typical. And he seems like really frustrated and gruff. And you hear him kind of like curse in Elvish. "Nothing is straightforward. Nothing Shar does is straightforward."
Dar.
Who has the highest passive perception in this group?
Mine is
Me.
11, so not me.
12.
9.
Uh, 9.
Sounds
Alright.
like 12 is the highest.
Yeah.
All
Which
right.
is sad.
9.
So, Seeker.
9.
9.
Mom, I love you.
So, Seeker, as you are kind of explaining this, you see over Halson's shoulder something move. There, between where a column is and the wall behind it, a shadow is cast from a lamp, a lantern, something that is installed within the wall there. And as you look across the tome, like past Halson, you see again this shadow move. All of a sudden, as you're starting to register, like, what? A dagger flies in and strikes the bar. Everybody needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay.
You have time just to see this pitch black dagger land straight into the middle of this pristine oaken bar with a loud thunk, and then everybody has to take cover.
I got 25.
Okay?
18.
14.
19.
All right. So everybody gets out of the way. It was enough to dodge out of the way. Halson, you see wild shapes into a bird and flies up into the air, diving for where the shadow attacked from. And as he does, you hear this cry out, and this person kind of materializes from the space between the wall and the pillar. In that shadow there, what was just a transition between darkness and light is a man, an elven man with pitch black hair that hangs over the side of his face. The side of his face that is revealed is covered in tattoos, but you see he's got some type of mask like over the lower half, but his eyes have these dark swirling tattoos. He's dressed in these ashen gray clothes, and as Halson kind of dives at him, it forces him to give away his position. And as it does, you see from the room shadows flicker all around you. I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Hey.
Do we have enough time for me to try and hide? I have naturally stealthy, which lets me be able to hide even if I'm just standing in, like behind somebody.
Yeah, I would say
Or
you
I
can
guess
do that.
maybe something.
Yeah, so I would say, because
Okay.
you succeeded on your dexterity saving throw, so I would say, like, the movement that you use to kind of dodge out of the way of these incoming weapons, you could use that to go ahead and hide. So roll me a stealth check, please.
Okay. 17 plus 6. That's a 23 on
Okay.
stealth.
Great.
And
Sorry,
my
there's
initiative
an-
is 18.
Okay, so I'll take initiative in just a second. Oh, that's the wrong map.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, you got your map going.
Yeah. All right.
And sideways.
Is
Yeah,
it
it's
sideways?
sideways.
Trying to get my camera to work.
Yeah.
Is that better?
No, I mean the
You might need to
cameras.
turn
You
the
need to
camera.
turn the camera. It's like, there we go.
Better?
Indeed.
I wonder, is there a way to turn it
Because I had it.
options?
Is there a way to put it landscape instead of portrait?
I don't know. That is a good
You
question.
should be able to do
So
it.
is it
It should,
sideways
like,
for you guys,
automatically
or
go.
is it?
Well, it's front
It's
ways
portrait.
now, but it is
Yeah.
portrait. It's not wide enough. It's like your
Sometimes
camera didn't.
it will.
No,
It should
it's
switch.
still
Now
saying.
sideways.
It should
No,
switch.
it's not switching.
Okay.
Is this the long hallway?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's okay. It's
Oh,
just
did you
gonna-
make some maps, 8-bit?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Nope.
nice.
This is the tavern.
Okay.
We might just have to be in portrait for this one.
Yeah.
It looks interesting. I don't know.
Is
I
it
thought
the right
was
way for
working
you?
Before. No, it is not.
Is there an option on like in the Discord thing? Is there an option to turn your camera? Like if you go to options, does it give
options.
you? Yeah, like video options. You should be able to change it in there.
Let me see. I don't see that. Grid view.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's.
I don't think.
It's weird that it's like not.
Maybe you have to like tilt. I was gonna say tilt your camera. Maybe.
Trying.
No, it's still.
I don't know why it's not working. Hold on.
Because you can see that she's turning the camera, but the
Yeah.
actual like
Mhm.
the view of the
It's not. It's
well,
not registering.
Yeah, it's gotta be. I would think
Auto
it'd be a
rotate.
Discord thing.
Maybe that will fix
Yeah.
it.
the layout, yeah.
Mhm.
There it
let's
goes.
see.
Go.
There. I
There
had
it
to
goes.
Oh,
have.
perfect! You got it.
Yeah, I had to have auto rotate on my phone.
Oh,
Okay.
Ah.
So let
Oh,
me
you got it set.
plug this in so it doesn't die.
and just before we started combat, you mentioned Shar, right?
Mhm.
And then we have this dark figure
Y'all.
right on cue. So
Da-
I'm assuming those
da-da-da.
things are related.
Mhm.
Okay, so everybody. Okay, so initiative 25
Clap
to
your hands.
20. Clap your hands. 25 to 20, y'all.
What's 25 to 20?
For
Your
initiative,
number.
your initiative number. If you got between 25 and 20.
Oh no.
20 to 15.
Yes, 18.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I'm last.
Me too.
Paladin's bad.
15 to 10.
Oh,
Oh my
13.
gosh.
Okay,
got
Mesa.
13.
What were you guys doing? You were frozen after the dagger?
They were too busy
Oh
dodging.
my god, what the
All right. 15 to 10, 10 to 5.
I got 6.
Okay. Cramuel?
4.
5
no.
to 1. Okay.
Talk about distraction, man.
Bringing up the rear.
Listen, all of you guys standing out in the open helped me to really be able to hide effectively. So
Yeah. I'm a half horse, so I'm thinking that I dodged and like knocked shit over and like am just completely distracted.
Oh.
And
Knocking
you
just
knocked
parcels
stuff
over.
on me. You knocked
Yeah.
stuff on me. So I'm just like digging my way through the pile.
Uh-huh.
All right, I got our minis. Okay, so I'm going to set everybody up. This is Seeker. We have Shayna, Hiding, Cramuel, Mesa. Let's see. Does that look good for a position on everybody? And then where's my dice? Oh, here we go. Okay, I don't have a bird, but I am going to use this dinosaur. For Alphen.
Bird adjacent. It's alright.
Bird adjacent. All right, and then we've got our. I usually use dice for the enemies, so that way we can keep track of them. How many?
Monster.
Okay, so you see these elves, one here. Two there. Three and four. Okay. So first up in initiative is Shayna. So you are hiding. You managed to take cover, I would say probably up against the bar or like beneath a stool. You use this kind of commotion to get yourself hidden. It is your turn.
Yes. So because I'm hiding, do I get advantage on my attack roll?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use a hunter's mark first.
On who?
Um,
You have
I'm
1, 2,
gonna
3, or 4.
wait, what?
On which one?
Oh, which one am I hitting?
Mhm.
I'll hit whichever one is one, I guess.
1. Okay, that's the one that's engaged with Halson. Awesome. So you cast
Sure.
Hunter's Mark upon the Shadow Elf that is engaged with this
Yes.
crow. Awesome. What does your Hunter's Mark
Okay,
look
and
like?
that gives I will I will like kind of like sharpen my eyes basically on
Mhm.
this person, and then kind of like infused with the power of my like woodland goddess, I'll like kind of like point at the person that I am intending to hit, and just kind of like close my eyes for a second as I prepare to attack with my heavy crossbow.
Okay, I will say declaring a creature as your prey would give away your position. Casting a spell does reveal
uh
your position.
okay, let me attack first then, and I'll do the
And as
hunter's mark
bonus action?
after.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
Go
that's
ahead.
absolutely fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot with my heavy crossbow.
Awesome.
Uh, good. Oh wait. Oops, that was damage. That's not what I meant to do. If I hit, I already rolled damage. That's a dirty 20, and hang on, 19. So the dirty 20 is better.
Yep, that does hit. Go ahead and roll
And
damage for your attack.
so my damage is 7.
Okay.
And then, yeah, and then all of the stuff that I said about the hunter's mark, I'll go ahead and I'll put the hunter's mark on a different one. I'll put a hunter's mark on maybe whichever one is furthest away from me.
Okay, probably number 2 over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good.
Hunter's Mark. Awesome. Okay, so Shayna taking cover beneath this bar stool, like crouching down into the shadows. You get line of sight on the shadow elf that is engaged with Halson. Prop up your crossbow, like I would say, on the little foot part, like of the stool, and you fire 1, 2 shots. The first one kind of ricochets off. The second one hits, striking the shadow elf in the lower kind of area of his ribs here. He cries out in this kind of guttural, throaty language. You see him kind of turn, narrows his eyes, and he disappears.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay. I
All
wonder if
right.
that's invisibility or if he's actually gone.
All right. So you cast Hunter's Mark upon number 2. Turning away from him, you cast it upon the other shadow elf that you saw coming from the other direction there. That anything else with your turn? You're gonna stay where you're at?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep.
Okay. Up next is Mesa.
Alrighty. So, one's invisible disappeared.
Yes. So
So-
1 you can no longer see.
Yeah, so I can see the other 3, right?
Mhm.
Alright. As a bonus action, I'm going to use 2 of my sorcery points to twin spell.
Okay.
Twinning spell, which if I cast a spell, it means I could cast it at a second target.
Mhm.
So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to do first level chromatic orb at probably 3 and 4.
Okay. Cool. So roll me melee attacks.
Range attacks.
Yes. Sorry, ranged attacks. Yes.
Um, first one's a 22.
Okay, that hits.
Second one's a 19.
Yeah, they both hit.
We are going to do lightning damage on them.
Okay. For how many points?
I don't know. I gotta roll. Where's my d8s? 1, 2, 8. Is that 5? First one is 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Nice.
So that
Yeesh.
hits one of them.
Mhm.
Is that 5? Second one is 12 points of damage.
Okay,
and
awesome.
That hits the other one.
All right. So as
Taking care
your
of business.
dark chromatic orbs, you form them within your palms and cast them first at one and then at the other across this room. As they strike these creatures, they are electrified. You see lightning course out of their orifices, their eyes, their ears, their mouths, and they kind of freeze for a moment as electricity just courses through them. After a couple of moments, you see them simultaneously as one put their hands to their chests and they boom, both go invisible as well.
Okay, seeing that, I'm gonna go on the other side of the room, away from them.
Okay. Where are you going?
I don't know, just away from the invisible people.
This way? Towards this
There's-
invisible person?
No,
Towards this enemy?
forward.
All right,
No,
so
it's going
five-
forward.
Okay. The bar's there, kind of in the center. So you leap over the bar
Okay,
and
I'm
take
hopping
cover.
over the bar.
Ah! Taking cover behind you.
Behind the bar.
Okay, cool.
We're hiding behind the bar.
All right. Great. All right. So, after Mace's turn, the last elf that is visible is going to pull from its kind of ashen coat this black spiked chain, and it is going to reach out and strike for the closest enemy. Toss up between Seeker and Cramuel, so I'm just gonna roll for it and see who he goes for. Okay, so he's gonna go for Cramuel. $22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
All right, so that's gonna do 9 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god.
And as this chain kind of, you feel it pierce your armor as it strikes. These black wisps of smoke spew forth from your wounds and start to kind of circle around your head and your arms. And you start to hear the voices, the cries, the tears, the sobs. Save us! Help us! Ah! All right, so that's... And after he makes his attack, puts his hand onto his chest, also goes invisible. Okay. So, this elf is going to appear here, right in front of Seeker, and as you see Cramuel get struck by this Seeker, you turn and this elf, in this puff of black, inky smoke, just appears right before you, and you see him just strike at you with his own spiked chain. 13 to hit.
Hit.
All right, that's 9 points of piercing damage. All right, so Mesa, as you are huddled behind the bar, taking cover, trying to catch your breath, you see right in front of you this inky puff of smoke just appears in front of your eyes. You hear this soft voice, boo, and you are struck with an iron spiked chain. That is a natural 20. That's going to be 18 points of damage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
as you feel the spikes kind of
Jesus.
strike you and reverberate through your body, you get a flash of something. This image pops up in your mind. It is one of despair, hopelessness, something that comes up for you in those moments where you're not distracted. And as soon as it does, as soon as you find yourself thinking about it, you immediately kind of like shy away. And as it formulates in your mind, what do you see?
You said it was despair.
hmm
Um, she probably sees. It is a very like. She sees a shrine. It's a very like fancy looking shrine, and it's very brightly lit, and everything is like clean and good. And in the middle of the shrine is uh a lantern that holds a dark flame in it. And it's just out of reach. Like always out of reach.
Gosh.
As you reach towards it, you're snapped back to the present, and you're very, very injured. The reality of the pain from your wounds kind of brings you back to it. And we have our last dark elf going. It's gonna rush up over here. As you cast your hunter's mark, Shayna, you reveal your position, so he's gonna go ahead and make an attack on you.
Okay.
21.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right, 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Right? Is that all of them? Yep. All right. After he strikes, yeah, we're gonna do Halsin's turn. He's gonna use his movement. Fly over here. Whoops. And he's gonna make his attack on the visible one there. Wait, is it visible? That's 4. Oh, I think 4 went invisible. 2 is visible. Okay, so he's gonna make it with disadvantage. Okay, so 6 plus 6 is a 12. That misses. So that's Halsin's turn. Okay, up next is Seeker.
Okay. So are all of them visible at this point? Except for
Number
2?
2 is the only visible one, I think. Is that what I
Is
said,
the
y'all?
only visible one.
Because they
I
turned
thought the one in front of
invisible.
me popped
Right.
back up.
They turned invisible and then they revealed themselves when they made their attacks, and they haven't gone invisible
Right.
again. Right. So
Okay,
I think
so I can see him.
so everyone is visible right now. Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
The one that attacked, that Holson attack, that one was still invisible.
That one is. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Thank
that's
you. So
2, right?
four,
No,
that's,
I'm keeping track. I'm keeping track.
Thank you. So 4 is
I am
invisible.
not, so thank you.
I am.
I am too,
I
but
was just
I'm
making sure.
I'm just thinking so much. All right, so 2 has Hunter's Mark, 4 is invisible, and then 1 and 3 are also visible. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So
Let me get my pen.
Seeker is trying to get back onto her 4 legs. You know, she jumped out of the way and knocked a bunch of stuff over, and so she's trying to stand back up. And so I think I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on the
Okay.
one because it looks like he's close enough for me to touch.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna cast. Yeah,
number
I'm
1.
gonna cast Chill Touch on the one in front of me.
Yeah, the yellow one.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an attack.
Also, confusingly, Chill Touch is not a melee attack. You can do it at range. It's a terrible name for a spell.
Yeah.
Oh, really? See, it says touch. It says range is only touch on the thing.
Yeah, you need to be able to touch them.
Wait, Chill
Yeah.
Touch?
That's what the character sheet says. It says it has the.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Well, then I'm wrong.
I got 10.
10 misses.
10 misses. Dang. All right. So I try to reach for him, and my hand is glowing blue because I'm trying to chill touch him,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess I just like blaze past him, and end up, hitting the table or a crystal beside him, and then as my bonus action, um, maybe I try to hmm,
You can inspire somebody. You can heal
that's
somebody.
what I was trying to decide if I want to
Mesa's pretty hurt.
inspire somebody. Yeah. Um, can I? Do I have to be able to see her though for healing word?
You could move over like here. That would
Is that
put
gonna
you
make him
still
hit me
no.
though?
That would put you still within that 5 foot range of an attack. So it's not going to provoke an attack of opportunity, and that would give you sight on Mesa to cast Healing Word if you wanted to.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, awesome. So go ahead and roll for your Healing Word. How many hit points does she get back?
Eight.
Okay, so Mesa, you're healed for 8 hit points. Okay.
Okay.
Does that finish your turn, Seeker?
Yes.
Cramiel, you're up. Can't hear you, friend.
You're muted.
Oh, I was okay, let's see. First I would like to move towards I believe that's 3, the one behind Shayna.
Okay,
I'd like to move
like that.
yeah, yeah. And I would like to do a hold on. Where is Okay, I would like to do a strike with my long sword uh to 3.
Okay, roll me an attack.
Yeah, not my 6. All right,
6.
I'll catch you.
All right. So as you drop with your longsword and swing it down at this creature, the pain from your wounds just and you swing it down, and it just swirling smoke is all your longsword strikes through as you make your attack. Anything else on your turn?
I would like to use 10 points of
What?
my lay on hands.
Okay, yeah.
Can I heal? Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I want to use just 10 points of that.
On yourself?
Yeah, on myself.
Awesome.
Uh,
I think you only took 9 points of
yeah,
damage.
but no, but I still had the
from before.
Lizelle fight.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right. So you heal yourself for 10 points. Sounds good.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope. I end my turn.
Excellent. All right. So top of the round with Shayna.
Okay, has 2 taken any damage at all?
It doesn't look like it. Oh, no, wait.
Okay.
Nope, not 2. Mm-mm. He's perfectly fine.
Okay, that's unfortunate. That's fine though. I'm going to wait. The one, sorry, I don't know which one of these things is me. Which
So
which
you
one is me?
are Sanskrit. 2, the one
Okay.
you have Hunter's Mark on, is right here.
Okay. And then what's this the thing right next to me? That's not an enemy, is it?
Yeah, so this
The
is
dice with
Cramiel.
enemies.
And then this is number 3.
Uh-huh.
This is one of them. So 1,
Okay.
2, 3, and 4. Those are the enemies. This is
Oh,
Halsin. This is Cramiel, Seeker, Mesa over here behind the bar, and this is you.
okay, gotcha.
Well,
Okay. All right. So there is someone next to me. I was trying to decide Okay.
Yeah. 3, Cramule just made an attack right next to you on this one that's standing literally right
On
behind you
3.
and missed. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then I'm gonna attack that one. I am going to attack it with a melee weapon since it is so close to me.
Do you want to transfer
I
your Hunter's Mark as a bonus action?
sure. Yeah, I want to do that.
All right, cool.
Do I have to? I don't have to wait until it's dead to do that.
No, so in my games, I let Rangers transfer their Hunter's Mark as a bonus action without the creature being dead. So in my games, you could do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely. Then sure, yes. Then I
Okay.
will do that because that'll
Okay,
give me some
so-
bonus damage.
Yep, Hunter's Mark moves from 2 to 3. Got it.
Great. And
Which
then I
I
also
think
have
makes
a
sense. Like, why wouldn't you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. Anyway.
yeah. I guess the idea is like I don't know. It's probably a balance thing. And then I also have a as a ranger, I have a feature called Colossus Slayer,
Mhm.
where when I hit a creature that has already taken damage, so if it's below its maximum HP, I get an extra 1d8 of damage. So let's see if I even hit before I start.
Yeah, let's go.
Before I start
So
doing
number
all that.
3 is
Uh,
wounded. It was one of the ones that was hit by Mesa's chromatic orb. So yeah, you
Okay.
definitely get that if you hit this guy.
Let's see if I can even hit. That's an 11, so probably not.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Damn it. Okay. But it does have the Hunter's Mark on it now, and I think that's all that I can do.
Right, that's action, bonus action. You can move if you can attempt
Yeah.
to move if you want to.
No, I'm gonna stay where I am at. I don't want to take an opportunity attack.
Cool. Mesa, you're up.
Let's see. What am I use it? We'll use it. So as my action, I'm going to cast Burning Hands on the one that's right next to me.
Awesome.
It has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. Let me look at its dex. What do your burning hands look like?
So basically, so my skin color is like a dark, like almost like a muddy red, and except for like my extremities, which are really like weirdly black. So when I like cast the spell, like it goes like you could see the blackness of my arms like go down into my fingertips, so it comes out as like a dark, shadowy fire.
Nice. All right. So as your hands
Then it
light
goes
up
back.
with the burning hands, and you reach out, all that swirls between your fingers is smoke. As you see, as he makes the save, I rolled an 18. So it's
Well,
half
he still
damage,
takes
right?
half damage.
Yep, so
He
half
takes half
damage.
damage.
So go ahead and roll me half damage.
What's 6? What is that? Can't read this dice. That's a 1, I think. So half of 7.
3.
Okay, it takes 3 damage. Seeing that, I am going to use my last 2 sorcery points and quicken spell. And I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Whoosh.
Hell yeah.
So as this
Bye.
dark, thick, inky smoke just swirls around your burning hands, you just turn them on yourself and whoom, wink out of existence.
Hell
You
yeah.
are invisible. All right. Okay, it is now the Shadow Elves' turn. Okay, so we'll start with number 1, who is right here next to Seeker. They are going to... Yeah, they're going to go ahead and make an attack with their spiked chain again. 11.
Sorry, hit.
All right, that's 9 more points of damage. All right, that's that one's turn. The second one over here by Mesa is gonna go ahead and try to make an attack, but because you're invisible, it has to do so with disadvantage. So, out of the swirling smoke, you hear the rattle of the spiked chain as it swishes towards you. That is a 4 and a natural 1. So both of those, it misses. Nice.
Oh my god.
Okay. Number
God.
3, which is over here by Cramuel and Shayna. Let's see who it's gonna go for. So odds, we'll say Cramuel, evens Shayna. That's a 16. All right, so it's going for Shayna. 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, 9 more points of damage from that spike chain.
Jeez Louise. Trying to kill me or something?
And then 4 is just gonna stay invisible. All right. But it is going to move somewhere. All right. Now it is Halsin's turn. Since that shadow elf is no longer there, he is going to move over here and make an attack on number 1. He's gonna try to blind him. That misses. Okay. So that finishes his turn. Seeker, you're up.
Okay.
You can
I
heal yourself with
picture-
healing word also.
Okay. I picture, I just tried to heal Mesa, and then I turned back around, and I think I'm gonna try and do the chill touch one more time
All right.
to the guy that's right next to me.
Mhm.
$13.
13 misses.
Nab it. Okay. Okay.
Oh, you're breaking up a little, friend.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Look like she froze.
She froze.
Left her.
I'm
Not the
sorry.
connection issues.
Oh.
I didn't
Oh,
mean
you back.
it.
You back. Oh, oh.
Am I
You
back?
hit. I take it back.
Yeah,
You're back.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
back.
even streaming. What the heck?
Wi-Fi's been shit today, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just the universe.
Yeah.
All right, you still have your bonus action.
I was thinking out loud that'll just be my last spell slot, so kind of makes me meh, but or I guess that's my last level one. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do a healing word on myself.
Okay, cool. So roll me a healing word.
Okay. 8.
Okay, another 8 points of healing. Great. All right, Cramuel, you're up.
All right, let's try this again.
You
Sweet
do
baby
have that
Jesus.
inspiration that you got earlier, so if you want to add that to your roll, you can. If you don't roll well.
Yeah, we might have to. Let's give old Digidice one last brouhaha.
Mhm.
I would like to do a longsword strike onto 3.
All right, heard that.
16.
Hits.
Oh, thanks, sweet
Hey.
Jesus. All right. Okay. How does damage work? Because it has 2 to click. There's one at the
Right.
top and one at the bottom.
Yes. So that is if you're using 2 hands or 1. So since you have a
Okay.
shield in your opposite hand, you just use the smaller one because you're
Okay.
one-handed.
Okay. 8.
All right, cool. So 8 points of damage. All right. Okay, so as you swing your longsword through the smoky presence of this creature, you feel it make a solid connection. This creature cries out curses in this foreign tongue, and you see this spray of black inky blood that covers your sword as you pull it out of its smoky form. It looks really hurt. It feels really diminished, but it's not dead yet.
Okay. Okay. Uh. Let's see. I end my turn.
All right. Okay, top of the round, Shayna.
Ooh. So 3 is still next to me.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna try to hit it with my dagger again.
Let's do it. I believe in you.
Oh, fingers crossed. Oh, that was almost a 1. Whew. The 19.
Oh my God, Don't do that. Okay, yes, that does hit.
Oh my
Go ahead
God.
and roll damage.
Okay, great. So that is 6 points of damage plus, hang on, plus my d6.
Yep, Hunter's Mark.
Uh,
Plus your colossal.
so that's 3 more points of damage, so a total of 9 so far, plus my d8. 11. Okay. All right, that's fine. It's I was like, I need to make up for last round, but apparently we're not doing that. Not today.
All right. So as you reach back and strike into this smoke, you saw Cramiel take hit this creature as he pulls back his longsword, just dripping in this black ichor. You use that opening of this creature, trying to recover itself, and you slice at it with your dagger, catch it right between the ribs, and you feel it sink into the creature. As it does, this black ink and smoke kind of swirls around your dagger, sucks in almost like a vortex, and then expands out with this propelling force of this kind of inky, you feel like this soft, like spatter across your face as the creature dies. Well done.
Oh, nice. Listen, we did what we needed to do. That's all that matters. Can I transfer my hunter's mark?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I will transfer it to 2. 2
Back
is
to
still
2.
alive, right?
All right.
Yes.
Yep. 2 is still alive. Okay, great. Okay, Mesa, you're up.
Okay. I am gonna reach out. Let me see what what level this is. Reach out and
Reach out and touch me.
hesitantly, because I can see the guy in front of me, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay, hesitantly, I'm gonna reach out and touch this thing, and I'm gonna cast inflict wounds on it. It has to make a con save.
Okay. Well, that happened. I rolled a 2.
Oh, that's it. So
Uh-oh.
it takes full damage. Hopefully I could roll well myself. That's a 9. That is 17 points of necrotic damage.
Wow, for number 2. Okay.
2.
As you reach towards this creature, the spell kind of building into your palm, you sift kind of through the smoke. You lay your fingers gracefully upon like his upper cheekbone. There's one instance of eye contact in this sunken pitch pupil.
Like my invisibility
Mhm.
falls away.
As you cast the spell, your eyes are the first thing it sees. And bam! You cast inflict wounds, and you see its cheeks suck in and grow hollow. You see the veins stand out on its bright skin. Great job. Yeah, that really hurt it.
It's not dead?
Not yet.
Alright, I'm gonna Misty step away.
Okay.
Away from this thing.
Where are you going?
On the other side of the room.
Over here?
No, back.
Toward the fireplace?
No,
Or this
no,
way?
back.
Away,
That
away.
way, yeah.
All right.
Away.
Okay. You misty step.
Bye.
Wah! I just
Typical
imagine.
sorcerer
I
running
just
away.
imagine. She always gave me so much shit when we played Baldur's Gate 3. That was my tactic, is I go invisible and dip. Goodbye.
The first time I
You're a
the
fucking
first time I
ranger
did that,
with medium armor.
I know,
There's a
it's still
difference.
fun. When I was a sorcerer, that was my go-to move. I don't do it so much anymore. But anyway, what were you saying, Faith?
She still does as a ranger.
no, you're good. You're good. The first time I did that Knoll fight, I didn't realize that like when you turn that corner that you're in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I fight the ones at the bottom, barely survive, and then I walk up the hill, not realizing that there's harder ones up there. So that was
It's
my
like,
whole.
yeah.
I was running. I think the only person who made it out of that fight the first time was like Astarion with like 1 HP trying to run away.
Astarion carry.
Yeah. Bonus action.
Bonus action, dash. Disengage.
Exactly, keep going. He's the only one who was fast enough to run away. And then I was like, I should have just died because now like everybody's dead. Go to Withers. Anyway.
Awesome. Well done, Mesa. All right. So we come to the elves, y'all. All right. This one standing over you, Seeker. You see him kind of relishing as he winds up his spiked chain. You're wounded, you're bleeding, and as he it arcs through the air and crashes down on you. Ooh. With a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, that's another 9 points of damage.
Ah.
How you doing?
Good. I still got 12.
You're okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. It's really relishing it. So that is one. Number two, seeing you reappear on the other side of the room, this elf, number two, is going to stand up. You see that its face is now sunken. Its black eyes are bulbous and like almost popping out of its head. Its hair, where you struck it, is all missing on one side. And where you touched its face, this kind of dark, shadowy blowback has crested up one side of its head. And its arm is just limp on that side. And it stands up, turns around, and begins to limp towards you. Mesa, it's going to close the distance. It switches its chain to the other arm and rings it through the air. Oh my god, it's a natural fucking one. It strikes the wall behind you. Wood splinters across you as I just imagine Mesa going, ah! That's it. Hits the wall. Totally misses. All right.
With
As it misses, you're going to see it look at the weapon, look at you. It takes its deadened arm, does this little awkward finger wave, and boom, goes invisible. All right. So number 3 is gone. Cross that off. All right. Number 4, still invisible, is going to make an attack on you. Cramiel, it has advantage because it's invisible. All right. 25 to hit.
Anything over 20, you got me.
All right. So behind you, you feel this, the spikes of that metal chain strike you and lash you up the side as this creature appears from behind you and makes an attack on you. That was 4. Yep. And then we have Halcyon, who's going to make his attack on number 1. Oh, that one hits. Okay, so number 1 has been blinded, so it now has to make its attacks with disadvantage. Okay.
Wait, did I get hit?
Yeah, so that was 9 points of damage.
Okay, 9. All right.
Yeah, 9. All right, so that's the elves and Halcyon. Seeker, you're up.
Okay, so the one by me is number 1, right?
Yep, so you see Halcyon dive in as a crow, take out its eyes, dripping on its black beak slick with blood. You have advantage. Well, not advantage. It has disadvantage on his attacks on you now, but yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think this time.
Internet, internet, you can do it.
Come
We
on.
believe in you, Seeker.
Did it cut out
Internet,
again?
Okay,
the
you're back.
worst times to be
You're
trifling.
back. The internet
Okay.
knows when it's your turn, and it's like, we gotta give him some suspense. We gotta.
Right. Right. Just talk to yourself. I said I'm gonna do chill touch again because third time's a charm,
You
right?
got this. You
Uh,
got this. So, yeah, chill touch is
but
cantrip. So, yeah, I believe in
okay,
you.
so but I got a 10, so I think it's a miss.
It is a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girl,
So
we gotta get you some
um,
real dice. No more digital dice.
oh no, it.
No more.
All right. Um,
You still have your inspirations if you want to inspire somebody.
yeah. Um, yeah. I'll go ahead and do that. Who should I inspire?
So up next in initiative is Cramuel.
Cramuel. Okay, yeah. I will give Cramuel some inspiration.
What do you say to inspire him?
Um, I chose a fiddle, right? I think I chose fiddle. Or no, I
You did
chose
the cowbell.
cowbell. So so I pull out my cowbell and I start ringing it like a dinner bell, just ring a ling a ling.
Come and get
Oh,
it, bitch!
More cowbell.
Listen,
Cramuel.
Cramuel could use more cowbell right now.
I just I sing a little ditty about the Cramuel being the Crimson Tear, and it's time to vanquish his enemies, and I send him some inspiration.
All right, awesome. Cramuel, feeling inspired by the ringing of the cowbell. It is your turn.
Ah, yes. The more cowbell, the songs of the Tropin. Uh, I would like to. I don't know how that works. What? How does my vow of enmity works? How does that work?
Well, let's look at it.
It says you can choose a creature you can see within 10 feet, and you gain advantage on attack roll against.
Yeah, so that's a feature
So-
that you have as a paladin. I think you just use it. You have your divine sense, lay on hands, fighting style. Yeah,
it's
so
not
your
gonna be
sacred
like-
oath, you get it once per. It doesn't really have a place in the action economy. You just get to use it whenever you want. It's your channel divinity. It is an action, and you get it back on your short rest. So if you do this, you can't make an attack, but on your next turn, you would have advantage on whoever you do your. So let's see. So
Oh,
you
it's
have
attack.
two channel divinity options. So you can use your vow of your oath of vengeance. You can do abjure enemy as an action. You choose one creature within 60 feet of you that you can see. They have to make a wisdom saving throw. Fiends and undead have disadvantage on this saving throw. If I fail the saving throw, the creature is frightened and its speed is reduced to 0 for 1 minute or until it takes damage. On a success, the creature's speed is halved for 1 minute until the creature takes any damage. Vow of Enmity is a bonus action. You can choose a creature you can see within 10 feet of you and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 hit points. Yes, you can do that as a bonus action.
Okay.
And you just get that back on a short rest.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want to use that as your bonus action?
Try to fit.
You would gain advantage on
Yeah.
attack rolls against it for a minute. So I'd say it's worth it.
Yeah, I want to use that on since he's right next.
On
as
4?
my- Yes.
Okay, cool.
Old never been hit over there. All right.
Yep. All right. So you have
And,
advantage on your attack. You get to roll twice and take the higher number.
Okay. So I will perform a long sword
Mhm.
strike on said person
Awesome.
D20 twice. Or just roll for attack twice.
Yep.
Okay.
Just roll a d20 twice. Just pick the higher number.
16.
Hits.
Yeah, it's
Okay. And roll for damage.
Mhm.
3. All right.
3
I
points of damage.
know.
Okay.
These
So,
dice.
what does your vow of enmity look like as you choose this creature and vow vengeance against it?
I'm going to wear you like a warlock.
All right, and as you say this, the ring of the cowbell still having inspired you, you bring your greatsword down, longsword down upon this creature. Go ahead and roll damage for your attack was 3. Thank you. So as you bring it down, it's mostly smoke, but you do feel it connect. You do 3 points of damage. Pull your sword away. Yeah, well done. All right, top of the round with Shayna.
Ooh, okay. So 2 and 4
Mhm.
are still alive?
2, 1, and 4.
Okay. 2, 1, and 4. Where is 2?
2 is
I
over
keep
here.
forgetting which one is which.
Yeah, no worries.
Two's
Okay.
back by Mesa.
So they each, you can
Gotcha.
see
Okay.
the number
Invisible.
on the dice. 2 is a little
you
hard to
can't
see.
really see it.
Yeah, it's hard
Oh,
to see on
okay,
these.
cool.
But 1, 4, 2. Yeah, 2 is over here.
Oh, that's
Standing
a good
next to Mesa.
system.
It's hard. It's
Okay,
hard to see with
gotcha.
these dice. I
Invisible.
usually
They kind of
have
went
different
counterclockwise.
ones.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, no worries.
Okay. I'm going to move. Could you move me away, like just back towards the wall, I guess?
Back again. Yeah. So like over here.
Sure, but just a little bit further, like away from 2, down.
Oh,
I
away
guess.
from 2. Down like this.
Yeah. That works.
Okay.
Okay, for the all right. So 2 still has my hunter's mark.
Mhm.
I believe has 2 taken damage yet?
2
It
is
is-
like hanging
it
on
is-
by a
It's really
thread.
hard. It's
He
really
is
hard.
invisible though right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't see it.
Oh,
right
he's
now.
invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then, can I move my hunter's mark to 4?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna attack 4 with my heavy crossbow.
Awesome. Roll me an attack.
12. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, hits.
Does that hit? Okay, great. And let's roll damage. So that is 10 plus. Hang on, sorry. 10 plus. Oh, actually, I'm rolling a d4. It should be a d6 for
Yeah.
my hunter's mark.
Mhm.
Sorry. Plus 5, so it's 15 plus. It has 4 been hit?
It has. Yes.
Okay.
Got him with that 3.
Yeah, you
Took care
did.
of him,
Yes.
buddy.
Yeah, you did, baby.
So that's 20 points of damage.
Awesome. As you strike this creature with your heavy crossbow, it lets out this blood-curdling shriek. You hear barely through like its death throes. You hear the words, "Dark Lady, save me!" And he
Oh.
vanishes in a spray of black ichor that just coats Cramiel all along his backside as it vanishes.
Can I do I know anything about Char?
You can make a history
Can
check.
I or could Okay, could I, yeah, that's what I was trying
Or
to
a
ask.
religion
Sorry.
check, yeah. Religion or history, whatever.
Oh, well, that's
Either
a
one
natural
is fine.
20. So
Yeah. Yeah. So, Dark Lady, is not typically a name that Shar goes by. She has very specific titles that her followers refer to her by, and they tend to get really upset when anybody like gives her an incorrect kind of moniker. So you immediately know from the way that this creature is like addressing whoever he's crying out for in his death throes, that he is in fact not referring to Shar, but someone else.
Okay.
A lot of the iconography that you've seen here aligns with the Shadowfell, and it all kind of alludes to her, like the name of the tome. Like, I don't know if you knew the name of the tome, because only
Mhm.
Seeker had that info, but it all kind of alludes to her, but they're definitely not Shar's people per se.
Okay, that's good to rule out. So I know we are looking for the Dark Lady. We know about the Dark Lady. I guess I was trying to figure out if there was a connection between Shar and the Dark Lady.
They have a lot in
but I
common.
guess
Yeah.
they
have a lot in
do,
common.
especially because you mentioned Shar before, in regards to the tome.
Yep.
So I was trying to see if I could put something together there, but not yet, not yet. Okay, all right, fair enough.
All right. Does that finish your
That's
turn?
the end of my turn.
Awesome. Mesa,
Yeah,
you're
that's
up.
my turn.
How hurt is 1?
1. It's not that hurt.
Did that hurt?
It's pretty okay.
All right. Fine. We're gonna throw a scorching ray at it.
Okay.
Oh, like black fire shoots out.
Mhm.
And I get 3 rays to
Yep.
shoot.
Awesome. Black fire, hellfire.
That is a 22 for the first one.
Hits.
It was a 12 for the second one,
Miss.
and an 18
Guess who's
for
back?
the third one.
Back again. Seeker.
Sorry,
back.
my computer went like it shut everything down.
That's okay. It happens all the time in my games. Like people have to Discord sometimes, like messes with people. They freeze or whatever. Sound goes weird. We have to restart all the time. It's totally fine. All right, and the third one
18.
hits.
Alrighty, for the first one, that's only 3, and then 5 for the second one. So 8 points
Okay.
total.
Did somebody roll 22 points of damage?
I rolled
I-
20.
I
Sorry.
did hit him with like 12 earlier
Yeah.
on the first round, I think. Or no,
No, that was
3,
number
that was
2.
3 and
Yeah,
4.
that was number
Yeah, that was 3
3.
and 4.
Yeah. You did like
I
22
think you did
points
with the
of
chromatic
damage.
orb.
No,
Mhm.
because she
I
did
don't
3
think I
and
hit
4
one.
with the chromatic
I
orb.
did
This
3
is
and
1.
4.
I'm just curious
Oh.
if somebody did 22 on number 1, because I wrote 22 down and I don't know why. I don't think so, because I think you went for
Yeah, because I went for
2
3
and
and
4.
4.
Yeah. But Shayna, who
And
did you
I've
hit with
hit
your
2,
22?
so-
I think that was when you killed number 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why I wrote that down. God, I gotta stop doing things. All right. Cool. So 3 and 5 for 8. Okay, he's looking rough. Looking rough. As this black fire kind of consumes him, Seeker, you definitely smell a roast that's been left in the oven for way too long. As these 2 of the 3 scorching rays strike number 1. Anything else on your turn, Mesa?
I am going to sacrifice a first level spell to get sorcery points back.
Okay. Cool.
And that's it.
All right. We've got our 2 elves remaining. 2 is invisible. Number 1 has disadvantage. It's going to go for Halcyon because it fucking blinded him. So he's going to go for disadvantage. That's a... So that misses. 13th, that misses. All right, so that's his attack. Yeah, number 2 is going to come for you, Seeker. He has advantage.
Seeker
He's
or
invisible. Oh, Mesa. I'm sorry. Okay. He has advantage because he's invisible. Okay, so 22.
Yeah, that hits.
9 more points.
Ouch.
Eh.
They love their 9s.
Yeah, I'm just using the number. I'm not rolling
Oh,
for
okay,
damage.
okay.
Because like when you have a
I was like,
villain,
how many times have they rolled 9?
yeah, so it gives you an average that you can use, or you can roll every time, and I just use the number. It's fine. Okay, so that's their turn. Halsin's turn. He's gonna try to stab this guy again. Oh, that's a natural one. That misses. Oh, all right. Seeker, you're up.
Okay. So this time she's not gonna try to do chill touch again because third time wasn't a charm.
Hmm.
Um so I think she's going to cast Dissonant Whispers
Awesome.
on one.
Cool. All right. Needs to make a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Um is it a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, so I need to make a wisdom save, right?
I don't know. It doesn't have anything for me to hit for
Yeah, so if you look at your
wisdom.
spells, if you click, so
Yeah.
if you go to your spells tab,
Yeah.
let's see. So Dissonant Whisper says one action 60 feet. You'll see there where it says hit/DC. It says wisdom
Mhm.
13.
Mhm.
So that means that I need to make whoever you're targeting needs to make a wisdom saving throw, and that I need to roll a 13 or higher to make the save.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm rolling, and that is, what's their fucking wisdom? 3. So I failed the save. So you get to roll full damage, which is 3d6.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna refresh
well
my
my
page really quick, guys. So just one second here.
Okay. Well, my thing says 4d6. My character sheet.
Oh,
So when I
that's first
rolled,
level, second level. You have a spell slot for Dissonant Whispers? Second level?
yes,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, I use my two first
Oh,
level
yes,
slots.
yes. So if you're using your second level, then it's 4d6. Yeah. So
Okay.
when you cast it,
I got
next time you just say, I'm casting it at second level. So yes, 4d6.
okay, so specify which level. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Perfect.
I got 14.
Okay. 14 on numero 1. Ooh, all right, he's looking real rough. Real rough. As you cast your Dissonant Whispers, this cacophony of voices just kind of fills the air around you. You see him kind of like jerk and slash and strike with his spiked chain at things that aren't there. And also with Dissonant Whispers, I believe. Oh, yeah, so 46 psychic damage. Let's see. It must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away from you as it can using the safest route. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage. So he is going to, as you see him kind of like flailing and fighting these voices that aren't there, he's going to turn and run, provoking an attack of opportunity from you, Seeker. So if you want to go ahead and take that, you can.
Okay.
I'm going to use his full movement to go that way.
Okay. So what should I do for that one?
So, your attack of opportunity has to be a melee weapon. So if you go to your actions, you have a dagger or a javelin that you could use to make an attack on him.
Okay, so I'll use my javelin.
All right, cool. So you'll roll a d20, you'll add 2.
Okay. That's 13.
13 misses, unfortunately. So your javelin just kind of swipes through the smoky air as he runs away.
And I will um I'll end my turn
Okay.
right there.
All right, that's Seeker's turn. Cramule, you're up.
Okay. Ooh, everyone's way far away from me with my. Uh, I will. How much movement?
You should have
Um.
30.
Okay. Move me as close to Mesa as possible.
Just a second, y'all. I'm refreshing my screen. There we go. All right, let me pop this out. There we go. Okay, so you want to move towards 2 or 1? That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy's here. So, not quite close enough for 2, but you can make a ranged attack on 1. Oh, I can't see myself. Dirty 20 to hit. All right, so roll me an attack. Sorry, roll me damage. Sorry, I'm looking at my Twitch. All right. 5 points of damage on number 1. Okay, as your javelin strikes this creature, you see it crumple to the ground and it just kind of mists away into this shadowy fog. And it is dead. Great job. All right, great work. Well done. Top of the round with Shayna. That hits. Let her cook. How many? Sorry? 16. All right. So as you strike this creature, uh, what does it look like as you kill the final foe in this battle? Yeah. Amazing. As you take out this final foe, we come out of combat. The tavern is a mess. um, wood is splintered everywhere. There's black ichor like coating all the surfaces. Let me get rid of my maps there. Great job, everybody! Y'all survived combat! Yay! Well done. I don't know if my headset is working. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm gonna try. Plug this back in. There we go. Sorry, y'all. I'm messing with my stuff. Can't hear. I don't know why I can't hear anybody. Hold on. Is it working? I can't hear anyone. Hold on. There we go.
Damn you!
There we
Hey!
go. Sorry, y'all. I'm
All
back
right.
now.
It's all good.
Woo! Technical stuff. Great job, everyone! Yay! We survived combat.
Woo!
Wow, Shayna with like 3 kills in that fight. That was crazy.
Heck
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Sharpshooter over here, apparently.
For real. Okay, so as we come out of combat, as the Manny comes out from behind the bar and like peeks out, Halson loses his bird form. You see that the book has been kind of strewn and is toppled onto the ground, is strewn onto the ground, laying on the ground, closed. Uh, there's broken bits of wood everywhere, splintered wood, and black ichor just smeared across every surface. As we come out of combat, what is everybody doing?
Cramiel is petting Karlach on the ground, like cuddling, just mushing her face. Who's a good girl? You survived. Look at you. You hit so well.
Aw. Shayna will like, cause she's up on a stool or something. She'll jump down and kind of like scan the bar, just like still trying to look around and see if there's anyone that they missed. Kind of also looking at the patrons to make sure that everybody's okay, kind of thing.
Everyone does seem okay, just mostly shaken. Disturbed by what happened. The innkeeper is kind of trying to rally her people, make sure everyone's all right. You see her consoling one of her serving men who is like kind of bent over, like hand on his chest, like just breathing really hard. Everybody looks really shaken.
You good, my guy? Are you okay? You seem a bit perturbed. First time here? These things don't happen quite often around here, I guess.
So the innkeep turns to you, Cramiel, and it's only really been 3 years since our liberation, since we've gotten our town back. It's just really reminiscent of the darkness that used to cloak everything. We're not all right.
The darkness. Oh, I remember.
Oh, you cut out.
Yeah, you cut out for a second. You're back though.
Oh, the darkness. Yes. I remember it well. Not really, but I believe you. Your liberation. Good job. You survived another one. It'll be okay. It's not it's like Tuesday, but with black ink everywhere. It washes off. You just little elbow grease. Y'all get this place right up in wood. I mean, you are wood, so you'll be able to get more woods. So I
Some
mean,
some
it
Ajax.
spruces, yeah, it spruces up the place. Like it makes it look lived in. If you get my drift.
Oh my god. My dog
I'm
just
just
licked.
imagining.
My dog just licked my leg and scared the hell out of me right now. I was like, ah,
Oh,
shit. Sorry.
I'm just imagining like we're all like, "Is everybody okay?" And the guy's like, and then Cramio's like, "Yes, oh, and you liberated. Oh, good job." And he's just
It's
like,
on and on.
going
Yes.
off on this long rant, and Shane is like, "Cramio, read the room, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Just trying to lift their spirits.
Shayna will roll her eyes like visibly.
What are Mesa and Seeker doing? Buddy, shush.
I think you said the book fell right
Mm-hmm.
on the ground or got
Yeah.
disheveled.
Yep.
I think Speaker would go and find the tome and pick it up and try to make sure that it didn't get damaged in the tussle.
Okay.
And maybe try to straighten up some of the tables and bar stools that she knocked over.
As you pick up this tome, it's very heavy, but you manage to, like in your wounds, like you feel the sting of this pain. As you like kind of straighten it, make sure it's undamaged, you find yourself opening the book and turning the page and turning the page and turning the page. As you start to think to yourself, oh, I should start to straighten up, I should start to help out, I should do other things. Like you find yourself just rhythmically turning and turning and turning the pages of this tome. Go ahead and make for me a wisdom saving throw.
One.
Okay.
Oh no.
Natural one.
As you find yourself turning the pages of this book rhythmically with this kind of initially slow pattern that picks up speed, you find yourself staring at a single page. On this page, you see the same kind of cryptic, numeric writing. Before your eyes, it becomes words, and you understand exactly what is written there. But it's not the words that draw your eye, it is the image. Depicted on this page is a woman weeping blood. She kneels on this onyx floor, this stone floor, the color of the darkest night. She is veiled in red, swathed from head to toe, so that the veil kind of blends in with the blood that is running down her face. And as you start to look at this image, you realize she looks familiar. And just as the thought kind of tickles your mind, she looks up from the ground and turns to you, her veil just kind of softly falling to the side. You're here. You came for him. Good. And as that happens, snap, you are kind of brought back to your current reality. Um, the book kind of falls out of your hands, clatters loudly on the ground. You realize your nose is bleeding. And as you kind of begin to touch your face, your eyes are bleeding as well. You're going to take some psychic damage from that. Let me roll for it. Okay, so 4 points of psychic damage. It's not a lot, I didn't roll well, but as you turn back to your party members, you see that blood is dripping out of the inner corner of Seeker's face and also trickling out of her nose and down her mouth.
See, this is why you should read books.
Shayna will like run over. I guess like Shayna was probably propping up some chairs or whatever while this was happening. She like run over and she kind of sees like Seeker bleeding from the face. So she'll put her hand on Seeker's like I guess like forearm, whatever she can reach. I don't know how high I can reach. And then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds. And as I do that, I'll ask, oh my gosh, are you okay? Yeah.
I was just looking at the tome. I looked at it earlier, and when I looked at it again, a woman looked at me, and all of a sudden now I'm crying blood and bleeding from my nose. I don't know what happened.
Sounds
I only
like
healed you for 3 points. I also rolled badly.
Well, that's almost all the damage she took, so that's fine.
Sure.
I've never heard of a case of book romancy. This may need to be studied.
What did you see? What did you see anything when you were looking in the book?
I saw a woman shrouded in red, a red veil, and she was crying blood. And she looked at me, and she said, "You're here." I don't know what that meant, and I don't know where here was. But when I turned around, I was crying blood too.
Well, good thing you can't go in the book. That's where here would be, so nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. There's no way you can go in that book. Your hooves wouldn't allow it.
That's curious. That's very curious.
I've never
Where-
come across a book like this before.
Where's the bear man? Where did he find this book? Maybe that would give us insight on where here is.
So you turn, you see Halcyon has come back into his elven form, and he is assisting with the people in the tavern, like talking to them, reassuring them, passing out like good berries, and trying to instill like some form of like strength and resilience within them. He's like trying to kind of rally them a little bit as people kind of make their way back to their duties. And he turns to you. This was found among the remnants of what remains of Moonrise Towers. I've been looking for a way to enter into the obelisk that has formed there. I was hoping this would give me some type of clue. What did you see? A woman in red?
Now hold on. Hold on, buddy. That's a little rude. First, hello, I'm Pramuel. I'm 6'10".
We already met Halcyon though.
I have not introduced myself. I don't like talking to
You
strangers.
keep adding to your height every time.
You grow an inch every time you tell someone how tall you are.
First time you met, you were 6'2".
I'm 6'10". I'm 6'10". It's canonical. But hello, Druid man. My name is Cramu, and I'm 6'10". You, I don't know what they feed you, but they probably fed some to me as well. But yes, clearly your book is filled with jibble jabble, and I would like to know, how do we kill it? The book.
I'm not sure the book is the enemy here. It's whatever dwells
book.
within the obelisk.
But the book hurt her. It needs to die. It shall be smitten, or smited, or smote.
Drop in love.
The
As,
smite I just smoted.
as much as I would love to destroy all remnants of this, the past of Raithwin, I believe it is essential to accessing the obelisk and overcoming whatever evil presence dwells within there. Your friend is the only person I've encountered who's been able to read it. Perhaps that is
Yes,
why
that's
it
all.
damaged her.
So let's just keep reading the cursed book. That always helps everyone.
Mm, quiet killer. See.
So where is this obelisk?
It grew from the remnants of Moonrise Towers, just to the north of the. Is it north? I don't know. Not far from the brewery. It sits at the edge
So
of the
we
Oh,
look
village.
for the big thing. So we look
that's
for the
probably
big
our
thing.
entrance into the Shadowfell.
So
The Gauntlet
We
of
are
Shar.
chasing a red lady.
The Gauntlet of
We
Shar
are
used
chasing
to
a red
remain
lady.
within. I believe there was entrance to the Shadowfell somewhere. Dame Aelin was held prisoner there, I believe.
Dame Aelin's a myth.
Right. And you're 6'10".
I wear thick
Love
socks.
that. I wish I could give House an inspiration for that because that was great.
The obelisk has
Okay, so
been there ever since Moonrise fell. I haven't been able to find a way in. I was hoping this
Well,
book would hold the key, but I haven't been able to read it.
well, maybe now that we have someone that could read it, it will let us in.
Perhaps.
Like magic.
Or maybe if we solve the riddle.
What was the riddle? Something about a hand slapping, not
I'm
touching.
not a hand, but I can strike. And something about 5 fingers.
I am not a hand, but I can reach out and strike you. I have 5 fingers, but I cannot touch anything until you allow me to.
A cut off
Is
hand.
it like a
Hand?
Well, Seeker would have that
Yeah, I was
information. I don't know if she tells y'all what it said when she read.
Yeah,
That
she told us
passage.
earlier.
Oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
told.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
Yeah.
hmm
So we're
With
looking for a
teeth.
severed hand.
wait? Was it Mage Hand?
I don't even know if anyone has his mage hand.
Oh, right. We're not gonna know until we try to. I don't have Mage Hand.
No, I don't either.
I
Uh,
thought it was a severed hand.
Halson, do you have Mage Hand?
That is not a spell that I have access to.
Okay.
Lovely.
Twisted spells.
So,
If you would like, I
So we
can
need to-
escort you to the obelisk come daybreak. I suggest I need to rest and spend the rest of the evening taking care of my people. But if you'd like, I can escort you to where I found this book in the ruins of Moonrise.
sure. Why not?
Do you know a wizard?
Yes.
Would
Are
be
they
willing-
capable wizards? We don't need any more crackpot people in this group.
Or drunks?
The only wizard
You have
I'm
one fucking drink with caramel. Goddamn. He categorize you as a drunk. It's a crazy person that doesn't even know half his mind.
the only wizard. What? The only wizard that I have connections with is far from here. I'm afraid, as far as spellcasters go, there's just myself for now. But I'd be happy to show you the ruins of Moonrise and where I discovered this. Perhaps, with your assistance, you can find a way in.
And the
Maybe it's
garrison.
not Mei-chan. Maybe we're just stupid.
I'm sure this book has.
Yeah, I don't think it's
there are
Mage
more
Hand.
secrets to uncover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the garrison in the morning.
Maybe the riddle is part of
Yours.
how we gain entrance. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, we'll sleep on it, and maybe we'll come up with something more clever in the morning.
You have a room we can sleep in, or you just want to throw our bed sack somewhere and just sleep on the goddamn floor?
Of course, there is accommodation on the second floor. Um, Sheila will, I'm sure, assist you with setting up of rooms. You did good work here. Thank you
Bath? How about
very
bath? I'm
much.
kind of confused with bath. I am disgusting right now. We walked for days to get here. I need a bath.
Yeah, I'm pretty hurt. So
Sheila comes up. Not a problem at all. Here are the key. How many rooms will you be needing?
One each, preferably.
How long do you
4.
intend to stay?
For free.
Is that what you say? Is that your attempt at trying to ask her nicely for a favor? Is like, and it's free,
Right?
Like, how long do you intend to stay? As long as it's free.
Forever if it's free.
Well, I'm happy to accommodate one night for your assistance with a battle, but I am a woman of business and can't just be doling out accommodations long term, unfortunately.
Oh, I
Shayna
don't think we're-
elbows Cramuel in the leg, and then she says, "One night is fine. Thank you so much for your generosity." And then she like looks at him.
The night works. I wouldn't want to stay here longer than that.
I could have haggled for 2 nights.
Damn, yeah.
Charisma people not pulling it.
What the hell? How y'all gonna be rude to the innkeeper?
Intimidation.
She can. Next thing you know, we'll be sleeping outside amongst the shadows. Please.
I'm sorry, my rooms are usually already set up for me. I usually don't have to talk to people.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So I think this is a good stopping point for our game. Everybody, really great job. It was a lot of fun. Sorry, stream, about the tech issues. We all had them. But everyone did really, really great. I loved the role play in combat. The banter that y'all had was amazing. I feel like we progressed the story really well. I will say I do think we need 4 sessions to wrap it up properly. How does everybody else feel about that? Is that okay? Because I know
That's
last time
fine.
it was 3. Okay,
That's fine
cool.
with me.
Yeah, so just some feedback. One of my favorite things about this group is how you are not shy about interacting with my NPCs. It makes the game really fun for me. I love establishing characters for you guys to interact with and doing voices as best as I can. And I just really appreciate you guys really throwing yourselves into it. It was really, really fun. This was a tough combat, but y'all did really well. And I know, Cramuel, you were out of your spells and stuff from the fight last session, but you still really held your own. I really loved everybody's creativity. Mesa, I love how you used every opportunity to get out of the fight. That was really fun. Um, I do want to award an inspiration to Shayna for the instigating the banter and talking to your fellow party members. That is one thing that I do want you guys to focus on a little bit more when it comes to roleplay is you're standing in a room with each other. So while I love that you guys are talking about NPCs, it never hurts to like turn to the person next to you and like speak to them also. You can ask each other questions. You can tell that like people who have particular strengths now that you've spent time together, you all have like particular things that you excel at, so you can turn to your fellow party members and say, hey, like you're good at this, like why don't you go do that, kind of thing. You can just engage more with each other and just like going forward, and I'll set up, there will be more opportunities to do that as we progress the story. But really great job, Faith. I'm going to award you a D6 of inspiration for that. So you can just put that to the side. You can use that for any roll, saving throw, skill check, anything like that. And you can save it until, you come to like a really dire moment if you want to. Anybody have anything else? Feedback, questions, concerns, anything?
I would like to award my inspiration to Mesa.
Yay!
You held tight and true to your to your character. So you deserve it.
Oh, thank you.
Could I also award an inspiration to Seeker for reading that damn book?
That was great. Yes.
Because I don't think we would have been able to, because the Rune Keeper, and then also enduring the psychic damage from like trying to dig deeper into the book and stuff. Like, if we didn't have someone who had the ability to read it, we wouldn't have gotten that information.
Yeah, you ate that necrotic damage.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I was like, somebody pick up the book. Somebody notice the book. Somebody.
We were
Of course
trying.
me. Of course I
We're
did.
all too stupid except for Seeker.
Thank God you're
didn't
here,
want to touch
Morgan. Thank
I
God.
agree.
Thank God you're here with the highest passive perception in the group with a whole 12.
Of 12.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, really great job, everybody. So if you're awarded inspiration, just put it to the side. You can use it whenever you want. They last as long as whenever. Unfortunately, the inspiration that Seeker awarded to you in game only lasted 10 minutes, Cramuel. So that has expired. So going forward, remember if you get an inspiration, you should probably use it like on your next turn, or the turn after. Because 10 minutes in game is a long time, but it's easy to forget about it, and then you just end up losing it. So
But I still have the one that Shayna gave, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Still have that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
she's that battle one.
Right.
Yeah.
Bard.
The Bardic is different, but the other
Uh-huh.
one is good. All right, y'all. So with that, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Our next session. How does the 26th work? That's another Thursday.
That is the week of my birthday, so I think
Might be doing other stuff.
Yeah.
I think I should be fine.
Okay. Well, if you need
I think
to
if I'm gonna do anything, it would
be Friday.
Can I just let's say yes, and then I will follow up with you tomorrow or over the weekend if I can't.
Perfect.
And then we can try to find another. Is that okay?
Of course.
Because I think I should be able to make it. Because I think if we're gonna do anything for my birthday, it'll be over the weekend. So
Yeah, but Thirsty Thursday, girl. You gotta. I totally get it if you want to be outside on Thirsty Thursday. So yeah, we'll pencil it in for the 26th. If not, we'll just find another day. And thank you everybody for playing with me. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for being here.
Are we
Yes.
doing a long rest?
After this,
We're gonna try to get y'all in a long rest
Hopefully.
after this. Yes.
okay.
Okay.
Could
just
we-
wait, don't do anything yet.
Not
no,
yet.
yeah, don't do anything
Not yet.
until
Not yet,
we
guys.
know
I'm
something
sorry.
might interrupt. So
Oh,
Okay.
surprises. I was gonna ask if we can do some RP moments next time, but it sounds like there's something in store. So
There will always be space for RP. And if you guys have ideas about like scenes, things you want to do, something you want for your character like in a session, you can just message me and I'll set it up for you. Like if you want to, like we don't have a cleric in this party, but we do have a warlock, we do have a sorcerer, we do have paladin and ranger. Like if you want to have some one-on-one time with your patron, you want to have like a little scene where you do like a specific thing that pertains to your character, you want a little one-on-one scene with somebody else. Yeah. Always room for that. We did start a little bit late today, so there will be more time next session. If we start on time, I hope. But all right, I think that's unless anyone has anything else.
not for me.
Okay.
nope.
Awesome. Great job, everybody, and we'll catch y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. It was really fun.